Are you thinking about riding the Cowboy Trail?
Here are our top 10 things that we wish we knew before we did.
Hi, I'm Christina Hadley Dyke Roosevelt.
And I'm Eric J. Roosevelt, and together we are Roosevelt's Ride! Woo!
Let's jump right on in here. So the first thing is the accessibility of water. We actually found it not to be a problem at all. We did sometimes have to, unscrew a hose.
That did happen.
That was, watering somebody's
maybe somebody's grass somewhere.
It wasn't somebody's personal grass. It was a public building.
It was a library.
But we definitely did not have any issues with finding water on this trail.
There are plenty of parks and all that along the trail. Sometimes they're in really small towns, but that's okay. That's rural Nebraska for you.
They're there.
Absolutely. You absolutely have them, yeah. And then the next thing is, let's talk trail surface.
Yeah, it's rough.
Ugh.
It's very loose trail. Sometimes it's beautiful.
Yeah.
And then sometimes it's like worse than riding on the beach.
If anybody's ever ridden crushed lime before, the Cowboy's like a quarter of that. Maybe half. I don't know. I don't work for the the Nebraska Department of Interior, so I'm not sure. But anyway, it's very rough. And when we did it on narrow tires.
Yeah.
So
definitely get thick tires. Mm-hmm. With puncture resistant. That's later. We'll talk about that. But also, but that kind of plays into the maintenance of the trail. Like, how do you think they maintained it? Maintenance.
Ooh.
It's a low maintained trail. One of the towns that we stopped in kind of said that there's a disagreement between towns and state of who's taking care of which parts of the trail. So certain towns have taken really great care of the trail.
Oh, absolutely.
But then when you're out in the middle of nowhere, it gets rough. And there's still that debate going on, we believe.
And coming out of towns, that transition is like that. It goes from being really nice for a couple miles before and after the town to, holy crap, I gotta slam on my brakes because I'm about to fall down, which she did twice.
Yep. Mm-hmm. So our fourth thing is there is a pool hall in Newport, and it's this amazing little gem of a thing that that anybody who rides this trail should definitely stop at. Make sure you have cash because it is a honor system snacks.
They also have picnic tables outside and those snacks and just the little pool hall. It's a nice way, and you can turn on the air conditioning, and it's a pay-as-you-go type thing. Just be a good cyclist and always be honest. Pay your tab.
Yep.
Okay. Anyway, what's number 5?
Low shade.
Ooh, yeah, because it's a rail trail. You would think it's a lot of tree tunnels, which in a lot of our videos we have ridden a lot of tree tunnel rail trails. Yep. However, the Cowboy Trail, it's pretty sunny. So keep in mind the time of year.
Yep. We've ridden it in both August and September. And we'd highly recommend doing it in September over August.
Late September.
Yeah,
versus
September.
Early August. Like the heat index was 105 one of the days, and I might have had a little bit of heat. Something happening. So
we all had a little issues that day.
Yeah, a little bit.
What about number 6?
Number 6. The highway. Yeah, it's kind of close to the highway at times. It does meander off a little bit, but
it's within 25 feet of the highway for probably about 80% of the trail. So you're not exactly away from anything, and you do get that constant
the sound
of the highway and the trucks.
But because of that low maintenance, like we were talking about earlier, having the highway that close is both a great thing. So a pro and a con.
Yes.
So when you need to pop off because there's a bridge that's out due to low maintenance, the
detours are are much shorter than.
Oh, follow the detour signs.
Yeah, we missed one detour sign, so that's always.
Follow the detour signs. So what's the next thing?
Number 7, wide tires. We said we were going to get to it. We definitely, the first time we rode it on 27 mil tires.
28 mil.
Oh, 28, thank you.
You're welcome.
Don't do that. Don't do that. Get up to 40, because we've also done it on 38s.
Yeah.
And it was still rough. So
a little bit.
Get as wide as tires as you can and make sure they are puncture resistant because...
Well, have you ever heard of goat head thorns or sandburrs, whatever they call them locally? They are all over the trail, especially in the grass at the edges. So keep a lookout, and even when you're in and out of town, don't go in the grass because you're more likely to run into those there. Some of those goat head thorns are a 1/4 inch long.
We were lucky enough not to have a full flat on the trail.
Thankfully.
But we came across a different group who had multiple flats in the same day.
And they had wider tires.
But they didn't have the thick walled tires.
That's a good distinction.
Yep.
Absolutely.
So just be aware of that.
So, also for number 8, what do you think direction matters? Like, because we started in Valentine, so
direction doesn't actually matter because it is a rail trail. It's never more steep than like 2% or 1.5%.
1.5, I think, for the Cowboy. Yeah.
We chose to go Valentine to Norfolk because it was more downhill that way.
Just genuinely slightly more.
So it really just depends on what you want out of your ride and which way you're going. If you're going across the country, well, you're not going to pick which way. You're
just gonna head.
You're just going to keep going on that trail.
There you go. But all the towns along the trail are absolutely fabulous, and you can't really go wrong either direction you go.
Really can't.
Right. You're still going to have the loose trail and everything else we've already said.
Speaking of towns.
Yeah.
What about camping? So number 9, we did not have any issues finding campgrounds.
No.
And we were sag trucking with an RV.
Right. So our sag truck drivers were in the RV. We wanted to more tourist style it, like we have been, like we did when we were on the Katy. So we were camping, and they allowed tent camping right along the RV. So that was really nice for all 4 nights.
Yep. And there's great campgrounds that have pretty good bathrooms, and a few of them, there's one of them that has a pool. That was really amazing. It was closed in September, but we got it in August, and it was like $3 to enter, so.
It was fantastic. And we had our son with us on the second time there in August, so man, great. That was the day it was 105 heat index.
Yep.
Anyway.
And
so
the last,
number 10
is the wildlife. You get to see camels, you get to see cows, and then plenty of cows. And then you obviously get to play snake or stick.
Oh, tell them about snake or stick.
Especially in September, we found that snakes were sunning themselves all the time. So, you'd go up and it's like, okay, is that a giant snake on the trail or is it a stick? And we had quite a few.
It's even in the middle of nowhere. Like, we were taking bets. Like, we were betting gummy bears because that's our thing. But anyway, whether it was a snake or stick or not. But just keep that in mind. When we rode it in late September, the average daily temperature was probably 85, 80, something like that. Because it does get warm in northern Nebraska. So, but yeah, that's...
Those are our top 10 things that we think you should know before you ride the Cowboy. We would give this honest review of about a 3 to a 4 of this trail. Right. Because of the maintenance, because of the heat. It was just not our favorite trail.
No, but to also be completely fair to the purity of touring, it's partially our fault too because of the narrow tires.
Yes.
So that was because we rode it on road bikes with wide tires. So that's part of that. That's why it's a 4. That's why it's a 4, because it's partly our fault. But we absolutely love the trail, love the area. Well, sorry, love the area.
Yeah, the trail is not our ideal.
That's okay. But we had fun on it either way.
We hope if you ride the trail, you have an amazing trip and party along.
And be sure to please, if you like this video, like, share, subscribe, mash the bell so you can get more notifications from Roosevelt's Ride, and let us help you get on your next adventure. And from Roosevelt's Ride, I'm Eric Roosevelt.
I'm Christina Hadley-Dyke.
And together we are
Roosevelt's Ride. We'll see you next time.
Bye.